Welcome to Feral Faith, where life is messy, but we're here for it all. I'm Cassidy.
And I'm Amber.
Two friends and moms just trying to survive and thrive in this wild, beautiful chaos.
So we invite you into our living room where things may get a little fierce and spicy as we press in. No sugarcoating here, just real talk, real faith, and wildly present conversations.
We're showing up and letting our roars out. So buckle up. It's about to get real.
This is Feral Faith.
I wasn't prepared for that. Feral Faith, we are coming at you live. Amber is with me in Wisconsin. Yeah, we're 2 weeks out from having our baby. You'll keep your posts. Well, it's my son, but Amber's here too, so it's all the things.
That's a baby too.
Yeah.
We had a baby.
We did. This is some special content that we have felt led to get out in between our series on resiliency. Lots of stuff going on in the world, lots of stuff happening in our own country, and we recognize that it's really a challenging season to feel safe, to feel grounded. Maybe you don't have safe community, maybe you've never been challenged in these ways to have to grow in managing your own environmental safety. And that's what we're going to do for you guys for the next couple of minutes. We wanted to give you some tools, practical application, demonstrate.
Help you build the resiliency. Like it fits into the series that we're doing on resiliency because in order for us to grow in our relational connections in our own lives is that we need to be connected with other humans, but be able to do so where you feel seen, heard, and valued. Because trauma is not only what has happened to you, but it's what's going on the inside of you. So if you have internal conflict going on, you're going to have external conflict.
Right.
And that's what we're seeing happening in our nation. It's what we're seeing happen in relationships, our family, our friends, just it's happening everywhere where there's this external conflict, but all external comes from the internal.
Yeah.
So we're going to work and demonstrate and just model some tools to help. Feel free to share with a friend. You're going to need a friend. And if you don't have a friend in this season, get one.
Yeah. Like now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do rent a friend.
Well, there are things online for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I find that if you don't have that person that's local and close that you can practice these things together, it's best to do it with your spouse, or if you have a really close friend, or develop a relationship, like get intentional, get serious.
Yeah.
Like, guys, what is going on in our nation right now is really serious and it is affecting people deeply. The testimonies and the stories that I'm hearing from people right now, believers who are strong in their faith, as they watch these things and their families are being affected, like it's no longer so distant from us.
Right.
I was just in the Minneapolis area and got to meet believers and be with brothers and sisters there and had a follow-up conversation with a sister yesterday. It's affecting them just watching it. When you watch another human being get killed, when you hear the stories, you hear the screams, like neighbors are hearing their neighbors being drug out into the streets. They're going to the grocery store and they're watching it. That affects you as a person.
Yeah. Or they're afraid to go out now.
They're afraid to go out. Yeah.
We've said the businesses are suffering and people are not sure what to do. Amber challenged me with a thought process of imagine if I was somewhere with my kids and there was an injustice happening in front of me or an appeared injustice, right? We're not going to cast anything on anybody who's working right now or trying to navigate this season. But imagine if you're observing something and you want to get involved. Do you? Do you not? What about your family? What about your children? There's so much of the fight flight response. And it's not just people who are living in these areas. You're going to see it on social media. People are struggling with, I just see it on my phone all the time. It's on my algorithm. I get it. I get news updates and none of it's good. And when you're constantly being bombarded with negative fear impact, your nervous system is going to be activated and it's going to change how you're able to function in your day-to-day. It's going to change how you show up for yourself, how you show up for your children, your job, how you present yourself to your friends, your family. So we have prayed about it And we've just decided that we're going to continue giving strategy, because getting a friend and learning how to be safe in your nervous system is kind of essential in this season. So,
Because when you have those excessive cortisol releases, so when you witness or hear a stressful situation, your body automatically starts releasing chemicals to protect you, because it wants to, that's what you're designed, your body, nervous system, your brain is designed to keep you alive, to keep you functioning. So when you have excessive cortisol releases, then it upsets the chemistry that's going on inside of your body. It's a stressor. Like cortisol is a stress release of this chemical that's telling you stay alive, pump your heart, your sweat glands, it stops the actually it even stops, I think, some of the processing of the food so that your energy is reserved for other things. So it just is going and going and going. And then you start to have health effects. You'll start to have your nervous system doesn't process food correctly, or you start to have headaches. You start to have heart palpitations.
We unpack that with Dr. Heidi. If you go onto our YouTube channel, or you go onto Apple or Spotify or whatever platform you choose to listen or watch us on, you can find the episode with Dr. Heidi Albetti. It's the Biology of Belonging Part 1, I believe, because Steve is 2.
Yeah.
So Part 1 with Dr. Heidi, and she goes into all the effects of prolonged cortisol. We have a dialogue about fight, flight, and separating, and all the ways that that's really detrimental to the nervous system. So again, we have lots of information. Now it's tools.
Right. And now it's becoming serious.
Yeah.
Because this isn't just going to affect little pockets of community. This is starting to affect across the nation. And we want to have healthy relationships. We want moms to be settled in their homes. Right. Because when you're operating at that kind of stress, then sounds are affecting you. All the chaos of the home is affecting you. There's a lot of spousal conflict that could be going on. Relationships with friends are easily upset.
Stressed at school.
Right. And so then we separate because we think, oh, I've got to protect myself.
Right.
But that's not healthy.
Right.
So we're going to show how to attune to one another, how to respond to one another in stress, and to be intentional to say, hey, when stress pops up, we're not going to push it down. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to do so. So as you guys heard in the beginning, she just had a baby, her baby.
Yes.
And when mama holds her baby can't quite see everything yet. I mean, he sees one thing right now, but we're not going to demonstrate that one.
Yes.
But baby learns as he is being coddled and he is being held and he is being snuggled and he's being fed. He's going to start watching her eyes. Right. He's going to look at her eyes, and he's going to look at her face, and he's going to learn his emotions, and his nervous system is going to learn to attune to mom. So if mom hears a sound, or the kids do something and baby has his moral response, or he's going to look to her like, is that safe? Is that okay? Is that right? And mom's going to go, oh, honey, it's okay. Gets him back. Gets him back on the boob or does something to get him back into relax. Right? Remember, rest and relax, rest and digest. That's what we're aiming for. But the attuning is looking at each other in the face going, am I okay? Yeah. Are you okay? Oh, we're okay. Okay. Now we can have a conversation. Right? But if she's not okay, she's stressed out, and I'm okay, guess what? She's going to start mirroring. Yeah. It's okay. You're okay. We're okay. We are okay. We got to work on that the other day.
We did.
We had a really stressful situation.
We had ESED practice.
We did have ESED practice.
And we
took a moment. I don't think we looked at each other for a while.
But we survived.
And eventually we did get to that place because we realized the problem, we're not going to elevate it up here. Right. We're going to bring it down here. Right. We're going to elevate the relationship above the problem. Right. And we're going to tackle it together because we said, no, we're going to overcome this.
And then it was, okay, let's get safe. Because you and I both said, we got to get shalom. We didn't say that to each other, but we dialogued about the issue. And then it was Amber practiced, I practiced. And then when we were able to come together and say, what's the real problem here?
It's not us.
Yeah.
And it's not our loved ones.
No.
It's not flesh and blood that we're battling against. Right. It's these entities that are trying to pit us against one another, which is happening in our nation right now, us versus them. So we value the relationship above the problem. Right. So once we attune, so if I'm the shalomed one and she's the stressed one, then we're going to practice. Okay. And if she needs to talk, if she needs to get it all out, I'm not going to be affected by that. Right. I'm not going to let it hit here. I'm not going to let it be like, okay, get it all out. And then if she gets to that place of take a deep breath, right? Maybe we probably should practice breathing first,
Yeah.
right? Like take those deep breaths, like
Yeah.
be intentional on the breathing, because when you're stressed, you're holding it all in and it's all tight.
Yeah.
And you're just, like a panting dog.
Well, and your brain doesn't operate when it's not oxygenated. So it's not just a mechanism of being able to calm the body, but your brain doesn't operate without oxygen. Surprise. And when you're taking deep breaths, you can help activate the vagus nerve. So there's lots of physiological properties for why it's important to breathe. One is don't pass out. The other one is get your vagus nerve reset, get the brain out of fight flight. So
and it's the evidence of Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
When that baby was born and he took in his first breath, he is breathing in the very breath of Yahweh. His lungs are filling up with that. And he is like, he's this living, breathing soul that is now among us.
Right.
So we too are living, breathing souls. And we can do, which is called, what is that one? Where it's like we're of the same mind. We just said it before we got on here. Sorry, it just brain farted while we're recording. Mutual mind.
Yeah.
So once we're attuned, we've breathed deeply. Now we can be of mutual mind, which it's basically is like the Holy Spirit in me, Holy Spirit in her. Now we can have a conversation. It's like, how do we stay unified?
Well, we've been chanting Holy Spirit activate. So we've been making it fun too. Tangible.
Yeah. In those moments where it's like, hey, we got a lot of kids going on. There's postpartum stuff happening. There's family. There's all this chaos that's happening. How do we stay in oneness and not get disconnected in all of the chaos? And sometimes we have to take chaos somewhere else. Like you guys got to go play somewhere else. And we can take a deep breather and just rest and relax.
Yeah.
So breathing or tuning, breathing, shaloming, getting your body, activate that vagus nerve, look up Chris Corsi, shaloming the body. But there's lots of exercises you can do to activate, a lot of massaging, a lot of like tapping, just stimulating this is where the majority of the nerves are at the surface or closest to it, and you can just get it activated. And then have a breath prayer. Lord, what do you want me to know? Or if you're fearful, right? You just heard something, saw something, or you're feeling your heart race, you're reading the news. Remember, it's thinking bear, bear, bear. And every time you get a ding or a notification, ask the Lord, what is going on inside of me? That I might be taking it out on someone else, or I might be seeing them as the enemy, because this is going to start tearing down enemy mode towards each other.
Right.
And it also will help us within our homes so that we're not staying enemy mode in our homes.
Right.
Because when we leave our home and we go out into the public, that's not our enemy either.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus said to love our enemies, bless our enemies. And instead we're seeing this pullback, and then we're having this antagonism and this anger and this frustration.
Well, and realistically, the biology of the brain as it stands, you can't be in love and fight flight at the same time. It's impossible. So we've talked about that. Just the idea that when you're activated, you're either in your parasympathetic, which is fight, flight, fear, fawn, or you're in sympathetic, which is rest and digest. So biologically, the brain does not have the capacity to be in one or the other. So you can't be kind of in threat mode or in kind of in enemy mode, and you can't kind of be in rest. It's one or the other. And that's, go watch Heidi's episode.
Yeah.
And I think we even talk about it with Jesse. So we've had these conversations before, Google it, whatever.
Okay.
But it's one or the other. So, for Jesus to be able to say you have to love your enemy, it means he's able to stay in that place of peace.
Which he's told us to also do.
Right.
It's an evidence of the fruit of the Spirit. It's evident that he is among us, and it's evident that we're a mature believer. Because if I'm always staying in this heightened sense of whatever, I'm not going to be able to love anybody. You can't love yourself well. You can't love others well, because you're just staying so activated in conflict on the inside. Then shame can start settling in. Well, I shouldn't be feeling this way. I shouldn't be acting this way. And so then we press it down, and then we might over spiritualize things. Oh, it's the enemy, that it's Satan, and da da da. Sometimes it's just we haven't learned the biology of how to be a good human.
Or that we're in activated mode, and maybe if we learned how to settle and get quiet on the inside, we wouldn't be having the internal conflict of, I don't know why I'm this way all the time and I should be here.
So I highly recommend also, if you can start silencing notifications on your phone. Stop watching all the news stuff.
Turn off the social
by
media.
design. the social media is designed to keep you activated. Because if I stay activated, then I will stay divided. And if I stay divided, whoever will remain my enemy.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to tear down in this season so that we're not all walking around with these buzzing nervous systems that get so fearful and can't have a logical thought in that moment of when somebody might need our help. Or, we just want to be, I don't know, decent when we're out in public because we want to be able to continue to love one another.
Or decent in our homes because we're
decent in our homes. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because the eggshells can start creeping in then, and kids don't know what's going on with mom.
Yeah, they pick up on the energy though. That's the whole.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
do we want to walk them through a breathing exercise?
No, because I think they can find breathing exercises.
Okay.
I was thinking of demonstrating the joy memory.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah,
joy,
good.
remember, the joy of the Lord is our strength.
Yeah.
The kingdom of heaven is righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Spirit. So a third of the kingdom is joy.
Yeah.
So joy, how did them when they were in the prisons, Paul and Silas?
Yeah.
Stories that we hear out of Pakistan of when believers are put in and they're singing.
Yeah,
they're uniting on joy. They're coming out of the prison laughing together.
Yeah.
And we've heard those stories before of, well, how do you get to joy when you're being persecuted or you're feeling stressed?
You've been kidnapped.
Or you've been kidnapped. Yeah. And we have people being kidnapped right now.
Yeah.
Drug out of their homes. American citizens.
Yeah.
That's hard. It's really, really hard to listen and to do that.
And conceptualize.
Yeah.
It's hard to apply it.
It is. So let's think. So what we want you to do, I want you to have to create 10 of these, okay? But we're going to demonstrate one. Which one bumps up to you?
It's always the hockey game for me is one of my first ones that comes up.
Oh, when you guys went last year?
Yeah. So I have a list. I have more than 10, but I have a list. It's on my phone. It's in my journal. Write it down. Because when you're activated, it might be really hard to tap into memory. So write it down so you can pull it up and then you'll learn, like, I need this right now, and it'll stick. But one of the memories that I have that just makes me bubble is when we moved to Wisconsin last year, my husband got tickets for us to go to a Blackhawks game, but it was to see the Carolina Hurricanes. We are a Hurricanes family. My husband's been a Hurricanes fan since he was little. I'm indifferent, so now we're a Hurricanes family. So we go. My brother and his girlfriend come with us from, they had come in, they were getting ready to move overseas. So they came to visit. We go to Chicago, we get deep dish pizza, which was amazing. And then we go and it's freezing cold. And my husband was looking up Finnish and Russian to write, because at the hockey games or sports games, you can have signs. So my husband wanted to write things that my kids could hold, like, you're my hero, you're my favorite player. So it's freezing cold. It's like -degrees outside. And the signs are getting stuck to the minivan because it's all sticking and freezing. So I'm watching from inside the car as the wind's whipping around. My brother and my husband are writing these things and they're trying to lift them off the car. We get into the stadium. He winds up having to redo the signs because they won't let you have outside signs. So he's doing it again. And they're like, what are these symbols? And he's like, it's Russian. And they're like, what are you writing on this? Like, so he's showing them, like, it's not naughty. It's, and you can go down for practice to the second row. So my husband is 6'5", so he can reach the glass, and he's banging on the glass. And my kids are all holding up these signs, and there's lots of people at practice. And all of a sudden, we start getting all the pucks. We got 8 pucks. We got one of them signed. My kids like met all of their heroes. My son's favorite hockey player is Pyotr Kochetkov. He's one of the goalies on the Hurricanes. And he sees the sign and he flips him a puck. And then Andrei Svechnikov, my other son, was holding the sign. And he comes over and he flags my husband and he scoops up my son and he goes running over. And my brother is behind us laughing the whole time because, like, all these adults are going, would you be our dad too? My husband's just making this huge stink and they're loving it. So he comes back, he got a sign puck. He gave Andrei Svechnikov the sign. It was amazing. And then we go up to our seats and there's a Blackhawks fan who was betting against the Blackhawks because they were having a really bad season. So he sounded like one of these Irish comedians that you get in like a pub. And he's cracking all these jokes and laughing because they weren't playing great. And My daughter falls asleep halfway through the first period and she's sleeping through the sirens and the honking and the yelling and she's out. I mean, it was amazing. And it's just, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a perfect, amazing night for my kids. And
Yeah.
I loved watching them because their little eyes are just taking it all. And my brother's just laughing.
Yeah.
Like he's got one of those charismatic laughs that just hooks you. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was a great memory.
Yeah, that's a very good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to stop and pause and share what that does to me, right? She shares this, like well, first probably should go in her brain. So her brain, when she immediately starts sharing joy, goes from the left side over to the right side.
Yeah.
Brings up these memories and goes relational. All of a sudden, all that story is all about the relational interactions that she had with her people. And it brings such joy.
And it makes it present.
It makes it
a
present.
current. So instead of, oh my gosh, the country's falling apart, it's like, wait a minute, there's this really happy time that makes me bubbly. You know, we tried to talk joy is bubbly.
Joy is bubbly. Yes. And it simply means I'm happy to be with you.
Yeah.
She was happy to be with her people. She's happy to share with me about her people. She's happy to share with you about her people. And it invites you into a little bit of their world. And then it also, with the listeners, it starts going like, if I had any hockey game memories, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Or any other sports or family time or whatnot. And then it creates in me this desire of, oh, I want to share with you.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the brain goes from left side survival mode, right side relational joy. And again, you cannot operate in enemy mode when you're in joy.
Yeah.
And so we want to increase the joy in our homes. Dinner time is an awesome time to share stories.
We do that every night.
We've been together in this postpartum season. Game time. A little chaos, but lots of joy and fun. And it also is instructing the kids too. They're learning as well with this. So they're learning from us to tone it down a little bit.
Yes.
But they're having great memories. They're building memories that are going to remind when we have tough times. Hey, remember that time?
Yes.
Yeah. And it jerks the brain. And it's interesting. Science shows that the moment you even think that you might go into telling a joy story, the brain goes activate.
Yeah.
And it gets out of enemy mode. So practice that. Build up your 10. So I have a joy memory. Recent for me, probably back in December. We had a really warm fall and winter in Colorado. December, November, December stayed pretty warm. And my brother came in to visit in December. And we were wanting to have some sibling time. We're like, what would we like to do? We're like, let's go to the zoo and mess with the monkeys. Because a long time ago, I had a monkey. He had a monkey. We had monkeys in our house. And it's a lot of joy for us to reflect on that, even though that was like, gosh, 30 years ago or so. It's fun to just remember. And so we went and we had a really good time. We had a big breakfast. And then we walked around and we messed with the monkeys. And we got to see the baby lions. It was just fun to be together and have that time without a bunch of little kids running around from exhibit to exhibit to exhibit that never stopped to enjoy it. And we got to enjoy the critters and enjoy one another. He and I are, he's my brother and I don't get to spend a whole lot of time with him. It was quality time. It was really good to have that new memory with him. And I didn't have to take any monkeys home. So that was even better. Could leave them behind.
But now you share your tamarin stories, and I anytime I see a tamarin, I think of Amber and all the monkey stories, and I'm like, Amber, I saw tamarins and the mustaches and the It's amazing how it can, when you're relational with people, how those joy memories will spark all these other in your day-to-days.
Absolutely. That's the power of relationship
and storytelling.
So tell stories. Like if you can't do anything else in this season, and you're having a hard time taking in all that we're sharing about this resiliency tool, just do joy memories.
Yeah.
Sit in quiet and do joy memories and then share them.
Yeah.
It's why you need your people. And if you don't have an in-person person, find someone who will FaceTime you.
Yeah.
Reach out if you have to your community and just say, I need this in my life right now. But spend the face-to-face time, not religiously, not doctrinally, not all of this weird stuff.
Right.
Just get joy memories going. And I guarantee it increases the bond. Joy increases the bond.
Yeah. So it does.
All right. Well, does that work for?
I think that's a great little nugget.
That's a great
leave the peoples with.
Yeah.
So now baby slept. So
he did. Now Venmo is $5.
Venmo me $5. We just saved you hours of
reading books
and practice
the
skills,
thousands of dollars.
Do and don't work. This one works.
It absolutely works.
Yeah. So we saved you 26 hours of reading.
Yeah.
2 mental breakdowns, navigating relationships, and some shame cycles. Then
Yes.
$5.
Venmo's. Or Zelle or PayPal. All the above.
Or mail.
Or mail.
Send
Oh
it.
yeah, good old check.
All right, Feral Faith, we'll check in with you guys soon.